Oh, Gil wanted you to check in.
Yeah.
Fold orbit is steady.
To the Nexus. I have unused skill points. We'll fix that soon enough. Just got the 3 arcs. I guess the Natanis is still out there, huh? We should recover that thing. Nothing here. Although there was something where I was supposed to report to a doctor, right? Whichever doctor wanted the plants.
Aha! I knew it! Horizontal gene transfer. The Ket incorporate new DNA seamlessly into their own genome.
All living beings are just a big buffet to steal from.
Yeah, we already knew this.
Many species do the same. Only the most primitive do it by force.
Oh look, this dude's here. That kid. Hey, Aridana. Are you the person I'm supposed to talk to?
The beauty of the cosmos unfolds in your planet scans, Pathfinder. But there is more they can do.
What are you talking about?
Do you have something in mind, Doctor?
Plans for a school are underway to inspire a new generation of young minds. I want to craft a model of the cluster for them, accurate and splendid from your data. My prototype is on that console. Add more scans to improve it, and I will share my educational budget with you, and my thanks.
Okay. Which terminal is that? Over here? Cluster model. Activate. Scan planets across Helios. 123 of 50. How you doing, Alain?
Alain? What are you doing here?
Supervised work release as a programmer. Making up for what my mother did, trying to stop AI. I swear she said she'd only disable the blue box computers in storage. No one was meant to get hurt.
Where's your
Has
mom
Knight
at?
been sentenced?
Not yet. I spoke up for her, but I don't think anyone else will. Maybe being a good citizen will help her.
We'll keep an eye on Pathfinder. You'll be fine.
And keep a close eye on him. I was supposed to talk to a doctor about something, but whatever. I don't really care. I'm not going to go looking for it just to turn in some plant samples. Do any of you have cobras?
Good morning.
Vehicle merchant, general merchant, cobra, yes. 5 of them? I'll take all 5 of them. Confirm trade. Very good.
William Spender, Assistant Director of Colonial Affairs, has been fired after he was caught stealing supplies from the Nexus.
Fired?
He's currently in custody, awaiting disciplinary action. This
Should be arrested. It's over here?
All personnel be advised, Turian colonists are in
Firearm proficiency is up.
No, it's over here. All the way up there. That's where Reika hangs out, apparently.
Ah, Ryder. Grab a seat.
So
None of you are
afterwards,
sitting. What are you
the
talking
cat
about?
got twitchy. Took me a while to get back.
The idea of Solarians figuring out exaltation must keep them up at night.
Oh, I hope so.
So you're finding out the Ket's dirty exaltation secrets?
That's the plan. Your star maps were helpful, by the way.
Everything I do
You're
is
welcome.
helpful.
Between us, charting the Scourge and Ryder's vault data, the Ket will run out of bolt holes.
I'll send you our latest.
I'll take a copy as well. Anything to expand the search grid.
Still hunting down the stasis pods.
And finding them. Having a partner AI makes one hell of a difference. I guess I need to train a successor. And figure out how to prepare them.
Better to find your wings as you fly. Worked for us, didn't it?
More groundwork would have helped in the early days.
Definitely the early part of the game was a
That's
bit
worth
rough.
knowing.
In the meantime, we've a serious matter to deal with. The first vintage bottled in Andromeda. Sent as a gift.
A good thing I brought my flask. Damn, that smells good.
Wait, aren't you
Since we've got a
Dextro
moment to ourselves,
or something?
shall we toast?
This dude is like dextro protein or something. He's Turian. He can't have the same stuff that we have, right? And was that sound effect supposed to be a cork being popped?
To our crews, our Sams, and each other. May we always find our path home.
Alright, that's love. Woo, teleporting Solarian. Watch out.
protocols are proceeding.
Oh, Reika.
Ryder, always a pleasure. I hear you're assisting Major Salem Varn's investigation into Dr. Adden.
You know Salem?
I met him once or twice. A remarkable agent, despite his age. Unfortunately, my attempts to aid him have stalled.
What do you make of Salem's theory that someone betrayed your people?
It seems monstrous, but the more I consider it, the more the facts seem to fit. I've tried enlisting ARC leadership, those who woke first, but they've been busy, unhelpful, or both. Perhaps we should get creative.
What do you have in mind?
Hey, if we don't break the rules, who will?
One of the ARC officers who woke early, Rand Lawn, has an apartment here. If he's too busy to help, you could scan around, carefully, see what you can find.
I guess we're going back to the apartments.
Maintenance crews, please report to the commons area. You're listening to HNS, your source for news in Helios, an independent arm of the Andromeda Initiative.
Apartments are over here on the upper level. Which one of these apartments is the one we're looking for? Over here? This one.
Locked.
I may be able to hack this, Pathfinder.
Naturally.
And we're in. Definitely the apartment Reika mentioned.
How can you tell? Dust
Freshly back.
traces?
Traces of dust still remain. Based on the Scourge radiation count, they came from a remote world.
So Rand Lawn, or someone in his apartment, went exploring out there. Password protected. Little help, Sam?
Accessing. It contains financial and personnel reports. However, the EM signature suggests data was recently cleaned.
Cost-benefit assessment. Invitation. Prescription refill reminder. None of that seems very interesting. Aha, what's this? Talcum powder? I don't think talcum powder is blue and glowy. Fingerprint fragment matches Technical Officer Rand Lawn. Well, that's okay. It's his apartment. What else? What's in his kitchen? A plant.
It's been watered recently.
A single fiber is caught on a leaf. It shows traces of novetamine.
A drug?
A neurodepressant reported in some Andromeda wildlife. This plant is not one of them.
Okay, something's fishy. Sam, can you work out which planet the dust on the floor came from?
I have a candidate. No record of any official visit. Once in orbit, I can approximate a nav point.
What's this tray? It's just food. Okay.
What are you doing in my apartment?
We're the cleaning
You
service.
must be Rand Lawn.
Yes, you're the one who saved our Ark. What are you doing here?
Oops, wrong room. Investigating.
My fault. I'm visiting a friend and these doors all look alike.
You're quite obviously not here by accident. Now please, explain why you broke in or I'll have to report this to the militia.
To who? Report it to whoever you like. I don't give a shit. Helping an STG agent. You have suspicious things. You have suspicious things? I don't know.
First, explain why your console's been scrubbed and why there's traces of a neurodepressant in here.
Probably because I visited the labs and I suffered a power surge. Shall I also explain my heart medication? My clan ornaments? You sound just like... Oh, wait. Did you get roped into another of Salen Varn's crusades?
What do you mean?
No, I won't spread rumors. You can go, but I wouldn't break into any more homes on Salen's advice.
You better speak
If
up.
I've been misled, I should hear these rumors.
The Major is brilliant, but he's just been in STG too long. He's been bothering us with conspiracies since he woke up. It's common in retired agents. They can't navigate a world without espionage.
I see.
Look, let's forget this happened. For the Major's sake. Goodbye, Pathfinder.
I'm not
Still got
satisfied.
that planet identified, Sam?
Yes, Pathfinder.
Let's see.
So we have to go back to Eladin, apparently. Before we do, though, let's stop by Aya. Because on Aya, we have to complete one objective that we need to finish on Eladin. But before we do any of that, we will go to the habitation deck on the Hyperion
An expedition to Eden
and
is the system
check in with
discovered a
Sam.
mysterious facility that authorities are calling a vault. Though not much yet is known about the underground structure, it's believed to be remnant in origin. Noted Asari scientist Pelisaria Baseo.
What we activated in the vault drastically improved
That's PB.
A ray of hope for Sleep Star residents.
Oh, Sam,
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
let's see it.
Let's see it.
A moment. There is an added layer of security.
What was it GN Garson said? The code word is fulcrum.
That worked. This is the last memory your father encrypted, from the final planning stages of Hyperion's departure.
Better be good.
Castus, thanks for calling. Not a lot of people still admit to knowing me.
I owe you. Those were good days on the Citadel,
The
Alec.
Carrion.
I checked with my son Garrus. He works there now, CSEC.
And?
He says the Council thinks Commander Shepard's story is bogus.
Uh-huh. But?
Privately, I've heard they're starting to wonder.
This threat, they're called Reapers?
Shepard's word for them. Something about a cycle, an extinction event that happens every 50,000 years, galaxy-wide. And supposedly the alarm clock's about to go off again.
Unbelievable.
I know. But according to Garrus, Shepard's as level-headed as they come. Takes after you. And then 7.
Hmm.
So, if the commander says these Reapers are coming, I don't want to be around to see them.
Thanks, Castus.
Take care.
What is that?
Yes?
I checked around. There might be something to this.
If there is a war, the scramble for resources will be on a scale we've never seen before. The chaos will be monumental.
We should accelerate our timetable.
They will keep the reason quiet. No need to alarm anyone. But the arcs must be underway before any fighting starts. We can't get caught in the crossfire.
Agreed.
Is there something else?
Years ago, you mentioned salvation for a lot of people. You knew this was coming.
I knew something was coming. In theory. Shepard made it real.
And now that you're right,
We'll need a new home. We're going to be all that's left of civilization.
Sam,
Yes, Pathfinder?
track down my kids. Tell them their old man needs to talk. It's urgent. And how is Ellen?
She remains in stasis. As you hoped, it has suspended the progress of her disease.
Make sure her pod is on the Hyperion. Don't use her real name. I'll tell the kids when the time is right.
So, couple things. Our mom is apparently in one of these pods.
Transfer Pathfinder access. Encrypt memories. There's still hope for your mother.
Mom is here? Alive?
Alec blocked all knowledge of this memory. I now recall his directive to put Ellen into stasis. He hoped it would halt further progress of her disease until a cure could be found.
Now, it is good news. Also, it turns out the Andromeda Initiative was just a way of getting out of the Milky Way before the Reapers showed up.
Sam, this is the best news I've heard in a long time.
It is indeed cause for optimism, although Alec did not want to raise hopes prematurely. This is the reason you were made Pathfinder, to see the process through.
Where's Mom now?
Here on the Hyperion. Ellen is in a stasis pod under a false name. Elizabeth Reilly.
What was this plan of his? I mean, she still has a disease, right?
So this was Dad's plan.
Alec could not live with the thought of Ellen recovering, only to discover you had died. He sacrificed himself to ensure you and Sarah could one day be reunited with your mother. He was also concerned that what he knew about the Reapers and the Benefactor remained secret. He entrusted you with this knowledge. Additional logs with pertinent information are now unlocked in Alec's quarters.
Now we know what Gian Garson meant, that something big spooked the Benefactor. It was these Reapers. What do you know about them?
A Spectre operative in the Milky Way, Commander Shepard, launched an investigation in 2183 into the existence of an ancient race known as Reapers. According to Shepard's information, the Reapers invade the Milky Way every 50,000 years to destroy any advanced organic life. Allegedly, this cycle has been occurring for millions of years. Shepard claimed the Reapers' return was imminent.
That was over 600 years ago. Was Shepard right? Did the Reapers come back?
Additional logs in your father's quarters have unlocked. Their implications are troubling.
That's not an answer.
Your father believed it prudent that you have this information should anything happen to him.
But why was Gian Garson murdered?
Recall Garson's words about the Benefactor. Now they're moving 100,000 of us to Andromeda. I hope it's all for good, but I have my doubts.
What does that mean? Who was, or is, the Benefactor?
Unknown.
Got it. I need to go find Mom.
Yeah, but waking her up, like, I don't know if we have the cure for whatever her disease was. Let's see what these logs in my dad's quarters say.
Your father's personal logs.
Milky Way emergency. Well, I think we know what that is.
We've just arrived in Andromeda. Before the rest of the Hyperion wakes up, I've checked our comms for any signals from the Milky Way. Looks like sometime in 2186. Everything went to hell. We got out just ahead of it. Commander Shepard was right. So was our mysterious Benefactor.
What about this Benefactor?
Alec, this is Gian Garson. For the record, year 2185. It's about Fulcrum. I'm on the Nexus and we're going into stasis for the voyage. Looks like you're already asleep. I'm very uncomfortable with our benefactor, and the fact that we still don't know who they are, and all these lives in our hands. I should have done something sooner. This is all very troubling, Alec. Let's talk as soon as you reach Andromeda.
Okay.
Jen, I got your message about Fulcrum. It's now 2819. We reached Andromeda but have no sign of the Nexus. I have the same concerns as you. In all likelihood, the Milky Way... well, something terrible happened there. At least the benefactor spared us from that. But why keep hiding? Something's off. But we've got bigger problems at the moment. Habitat 7 may be a bust. Finding a home is all that matters now.
Well, we've done that. Turian SOS.
This is Paladin Command to all Turian units within range. Under catastrophic Reaper attack. Primarch Fedorian is dead. Ground units are searching for the next in succession.
We already found him. Or Shepard did anyway.
Get down!
Alliance personnel, please stand by for an emergency flash traffic message.
This is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Stephen Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol System. Earth under Reaper attack. I say again, Reaper attack is underway. Instructions to follow on coded channel Crimson Tacit. May God save.
Uh-huh.
Hello, Alec. This is Liara Tassoni, and the year is 2186. I don't know if you'll even receive this message, but we corresponded years ago. I remember you spoke about a plan to settle Andromeda. I don't know if your arcs made it out of the Milky Way, but the worst has happened here. I'm with Commander Shepard and a brave crew. We're trying to build a weapon to turn the tide, but I fear that the civilization you remember, the people of the Milky Way as you knew them, could be gone forever. You may be all that's left. Please, don't forget us. Keep us alive in your hearts. And tell your children of the wonders that once were. On behalf of the crew of the Normandy SR2, this is Dr. Liara Tassoni, signing off.
Okay.
I'm securing these Milky Way reports. This is the only copy and I don't want it getting out. Whatever happened was 600 years ago. Someday we might break the news to everyone if the time's right. I guess we always knew there was no going back.
So that's that. I mean, it's basically telling us the story of Mass Effect, the first trilogy, and particularly the end of it. And we're still no closer to figuring out who the benefactor is. Meet with your sister at your mother's stasis pod in the cryobay. Well, let's go take care of that. Maybe she knows who the benefactor is. I mean, presumably not. If our dad didn't know, then how would our mom know she was put into stasis? To the cryobay.
Residents are still mourning the loss of Gene Garson, and the initiative founder was killed when the Nexus hit the Scourge. An official tribute is planned, though Director Jaren Tan has provided a few details so far.
Without Gene, we wouldn't be here. But now that we are here, we need to focus on surviving before we can
An expedition to Io is the Pythia system and has discovered...
Is it down over here? That looks like our sister.
There you are. What's going on?
Well, our mom's here. I don't know why we're waking her up. That seems extremely dangerous.
Well, here's the pod you told me to find. What's so important about Elizabeth Reilly?
I could have milked this a little, but... this is Mom.
What?
I saw Dad's last memory. He brought her. ER isn't Elizabeth Reilly. It's Ellen Ryder.
Oh my god. How is this possible?
Dad loved her that much.
Whoa.
He wouldn't give up. Not even at the bitter end.
Our sister just
For a
teleported
man
downward.
not given to rash action, his emotion drove his decisions in the end.
This is amazing. Dad's stubborn streak finally paid off. I could hug him. And then scream at him. He should have told us about this.
Dad was being Dad. I'm just glad she's still with us.
We have to wake her up.
That's inadvisable. Although Ellen is alive, reviving her would trigger the disease, which would prove fatal.
We gotta cure her.
Can't we cure her, Sam? It's been 600 years.
That was your father's plan.
What do you mean?
Alec hoped that in Andromeda, we would discover new scientific insights that could provide answers. Our journeys in Helios have indeed provided valuable genetic knowledge, information that could lead to a cure. But patience is required. For the moment, enjoy the fact that she is still alive, and that your accomplishments will one day save her life.
Keep her safe.
Just make sure she stays safe, Sam.
We lost her once. No way we're losing her again.
My original purpose was to ensure the survival of Ellen Ryder. It is a mission I hope the three of us will one day fulfill, together.
Okay. But we still don't know anything about the benefactor. Weird.